I cannot believe we're almost into 2026, just a couple more days now until the new year. Where has 2025 gone? It has absolutely flown by. But today I've come out to a location that I meant to start 2025 at. I wasn't able to get out here because the weather wasn't too brilliant. It's really windy out here today, in fact. But I thought to myself the other day, where better than to end 2025 out with the camera than where I'm meant to start 2025 from. I guess though, like I say, with 2026 on the horizon, what is it today, the 29th of December, that this video should be going out, meaning that this time next week I'll be doing my first video, or my first video in 2026 will be released. Ooh, exciting. Just another day though, isn't it? I suppose 2026, of course I'm still going to YouTube. Nothing's going to change there. I still love putting them together, these videos. I suppose what I do need to think about though is where I go with the camera. That's always at the back of my mind each and every week. Go back to familiar locations, go to new locations as well. As well, what challenges could I set myself? To be truthful, I have already recorded a couple of videos for the new year which felt strange, and a few of those were challenges, so I am looking forward to sharing those with you over the coming weeks. As a whole though, I can't say that I've not loved every single minute of getting out with the camera in 2025, and if this year has been anything to go by, 2026 is going to be just as great getting out with the camera. I can't think of a single day where I've regretted going out with the camera. And to top it off, it's always great having you along, watching these videos with me. And yes, there's been times where I've gone out with the camera, it's been a horrible foggy day. I've questioned my sanity. Why have I gone out here on this day? I'm not going to capture anything good. Yes, I've captured images that are definitely questionable. And I've looked back at them on Lightroom and I've thought, why on earth, Neil, did you just take that shot? But then there have been locations down here in the south of England, further afield when I went to the Lake District back in October, the Peak District last October. I wouldn't change any of that for the world, and it's why I go into 2026 with so much anticipation, so much excitement. The only downside of 2026 is the fact that I know there's going to be 6 weeks at some point in the new year where I'm not going to be able to get out and do any filming. I am prepping for that though, so you yourself won't notice my absence. But yeah, it's not a period that I'm looking forward to, but that is a story for another day. The morning light today is absolutely spectacular. I came out here pre-blue hour, standing here in the dark, and it's like someone has just flicked a light switch on. All of a sudden got this explosion of colour. I'm just looking around, just keeping an eye on that sunrise light, which I hope might well appear. But I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, so far down the Kent coast that my mobile phone provider thinks I'm currently in France, but I'm hopefully going to get a composition that I've been wanting for the majority of 2025 today. I think it'll be a great year to see out the year. I was hoping to start 2025 out here in this exact same spot. The weather that day, it didn't play nice. It was too foggy, so I didn't venture down here. So instead, this could be the perfect way to see out the year. So this is the scene. This is why I've come out to this part of the coast to end 2025. I've got the English Channel disappearing off into the horizon, but it's not really the sea that I'm too bothered about this morning. Instead, it's all this foreground. It's all this foreground matter that you see, and it's these paths that lead you off towards the channel itself. Got a little tower just up on the distant hillside in the background, and you've got a little bay as well, just where my finger's pointing there. The trouble with this shot that I've always wanted to get out here is if you come out here during low tide, this bay, it always looks a bit bleak. It looks like it's missing something. So I've always got to try and time it when the tide's nice and high. The tide is actually on the way out, so my time is limited. I was hoping that this would be a sunrise, a golden hour with a twist. The light coming in from the channel, hitting these hills that you see are lighting up the scene. Doesn't look to be the case this morning, but it's still really worth getting out here for. So settings for this final shot out here on the Kent coast on what is a windy day. I can see how angry the sea is in the distance. I'm at ISO 100 on the tripod, might as well. I've gone to f11. I'm not shooting at f8 for once. I might even think about changing the aperture, because at the moment that gives me a 2-second timer. I want a nice still, a nice calm water, and given how angry the waves are at the moment, I might need to put an ND filter on the front of the camera, 10-stop filter, go for a 30-second timer, and then really get a nice soft image to see out the end of 2025. So there we have it, 2025 is done and dusted. No more trips out with the camera this year. I have loved every single minute of putting these little videos together, and I hope you've enjoyed watching them. As I've said, I always enjoy your company. I cannot wait to see what the new year brings, and I'm looking forward to entering 2026.